The scars of survival. To survive when so many others don't isn't just a matter of healing broken bones. It leaves deep, invisible wounds that can last a lifetime. This is the brutal reality of survivor's guilt, a complex psychological trauma often tied to post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. It's that nagging, tormenting feeling that you did something wrong simply by staying alive. And it's built on one agonizing question: why me? For Rwangsak Loikusak, the years after the 1998 crash were a private hell. Years passed, yet Rwangsak Loikusak continued to speak candidly about the trauma. I lived a second life after the crash, he reflected. But it was a life overshadowed by fear. For an entire decade, he battled a paralyzing fear of flying. He described how his breathing would seize up, how he'd have to stare out the window just to feel a fragile sense of control. The sight of dark clouds would trigger flashbacks, a feeling he described as being back in hell. He remembered everything: the sounds, the smells, even the taste of the swamp water where the plane went down. This is the textbook definition of PTSD: intrusive memories, avoiding triggers, and being in a constant state of high alert. For a sole survivor like Vishwash Ramesh, the psychological burden is amplified. He didn't just survive when 241 strangers died. He survived when his own brother didn't. That personal connection makes the "why me" question almost unbearable. Psychologists say that survivor's guilt is incredibly common for those who witness death up close. They can feel like they didn't do enough to help, even when there was nothing they could have possibly done. Their fundamental sense of safety is shattered. The world no longer feels like a predictable place. This can lead to anxiety, depression, and isolation. For Vishwash, the path forward will be a long one, processing not just the terror of the crash itself, but the lifelong reality of being the one who walked away.